up for me. If I were a boy, I think I could understand.
All right, if I was a woman, my life would be much different in the fact that I would get less pay for the same work as most men.
Less work hours, most likely.
Why?
Because you get paid more.
You get paid more for being a man?
I would have more opportunities and I would be more free.
If I was a woman, I think my life would be very different. I think that men have many privileges in this world. One of them is that I'd never feel judged for my gender.
If I were a boy, I would be able to get a lot of money.
So I think that if I was a guy, my life would be a little bit different because I think that people take men more seriously in the workplace. And I think that also as a teacher specifically, kids sometimes listen a little bit more to a male role model versus a female role model. So I think it's a little bit easier. I think that you get promotions or excel through the workplace a little bit easier because people take you more seriously.
I would have to deal with a lot of sexual harassment that I don't have to deal with as a man, and there are just some things that people believe about women, that they're weak, they're not as smart, that I would have to deal with on a daily basis, those types of prejudices, whether people said them out loud or not.
If I was a guy, I wouldn't have to worry about being pregnant.
Oh. Okay. Well, if I was a guy, I wouldn't be so... When you're a guy, it's like, when you're a girl, you gotta keep everything up and you always have to look nice and all this stuff. Because, I mean, you're doing it for a guy, but I mean, if I was a guy, I wouldn't try to please these females.
If I were a guy, my life would be vastly different for a number of reasons. I wouldn't be afraid driving in my car at night.
I have privileges as far as feeling more safe and secure. If I'm walking out at the parking lot at the end of the day, I don't need to worry about someone attacking me.
And sometimes being an art teacher and being able to use certain tools and power tools and work with wood or drive a truck, and sometimes you can get judged for those things, or sometimes a man could say, well, I don't know that you could do that, and then to be surprised that a woman can do those things that are stereotypically things that have been something that a man can do, but a woman can do them just as well as a man.
I wouldn't know exactly who's behind me all of the time. I wouldn't be afraid
If I were a boy, I would be able to play NFL.
or fearful of my clothing drawing unwanted attention. I would be taken seriously more as far as my education goes.
If I were a boy, I'd have worse car insurance rates, and I'd also not have as good of friendships as I do now, because women are more likely to connect through conversation, men are more likely to connect through activities, and so I wouldn't have developed the same types of relationships with the dearest friends that I have if I were a mate.
If I were a boy, I wouldn't be discriminated for the sports I like.
If I was a guy, I would enjoy not having to wait as long in line for the bathroom.
I would see my gender portrayed as the hero.